Time right now, 5:48 on this Thursday morning. What we have for you is a live shot from Miami, Florida this morning, an aerial shot at the pumps. That's where the gas stations are staying very busy, getting a lot of action this morning as people continue to fill up as a result of those evacuation orders. We're still looking at a very powerful Category 5 Hurricane Irma, which we do expect to impact Florida into the weekend. Right now, winds of 180 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at 17. Here is Hispaniola, Dominican Republic here. And right now that center of circulation roughly 95 miles north of Punta Cana. So the center of circulation is off land. We don't expect this center to have any interaction with landfall, meaning that it will maintain its very powerful status at this time. Still lots of heavy rainfall surge being impacted also over portions of Puerto Rico, but that ongoing impact for, again, Haiti and Hispaniola. Hurricane watches and warnings continue into the Bahamas. Nothing yet for Florida. I do expect those to be issued at some point today. We also see those hurricane warnings over portions of Mexico due to Hurricane Katia. Here's the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center, and this system will maintain Category 4 or 5 status through the early part of the weekend. Why? Because of no interaction with land, keeping that center over these very warm waters. We do look forward to that northwesterly and then eventually northerly turn. The question still is all about the timing. Once you get beyond day 3 of the forecast, which takes us into Saturday, still big questions on the system and when that timing and turn will happen. But right now, the center of the track right over Miami, Florida, north into Fort Lauderdale. So still that potential, though, that the center could be offshore, which is why the cone extends east of Miami, Florida, east of Florida, and also back into the Gulf of Mexico. So still some concerns there. And then a potential secondary landfall for South Carolina, but that potential also for North Carolina or into parts of Georgia as we get into the early part of next week as a Category 1, possibly 2 hurricane. So Irma is really going to continue to be a very strong force as it works into the United States, or at least close by. Computer forecast models showing that center of the track on the eastern side of Florida. However, the hurricane center, of course, being very conservative with the track because we still have some back and forth with some of the models. GFS pulling it offshore, a European model pulling it directly over the peninsula. So looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere where we have this trough in place, you notice that digging motion here, and that's the upper level trough that we've been talking about that's going to help keep Irma east of us. Some shortwave energy up through the plain states, though, will help to ensure that that trough keeps on digging. It's just a matter of when that trough will actually pick Irma up into the weekend. And so that's where the timing questions come into play. Jose is also a Category 1 hurricane right now, winds of 90 miles per hour east of Irma, moving west-northwest at 18. This system could do another number on parts of the Leeward Islands into Friday and Saturday as possibly a Category 3 hurricane. That's unfortunate. Again, for those islands, we'll see that northwesterly turn, but we'll have to watch this one closely as well, as it will likely meander over the Atlantic waters. Then we have Katia, Category 1 status, winds of 80 miles per hour over the Gulf. This will stay south of us thanks to high pressure. Some heavy rainfall, though, for parts of Mexico, including Veracruz. It could strengthen to Category 2 status before landfall. For us, great weather, high pressure, sunshine. You just need a jacket in the morning, possibly. Temperatures in the 70s, winds east-northeast at 9, 60s and 50s on the North Shore, 70s and 60s here on the South Shore. Those winds still breezy, 21 miles per hour at the Lakefront Airport. By lunchtime today, 78 degrees, mostly sunny, no umbrellas today, mostly sunny through 4 o'clock as well. Temperatures in the lower 80s, and again, more of the same through the next 7 days. We deserve this. Let's enjoy it. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s through Friday and into the weekend. Overnight lows 50s and 60s, and that's how we'll also start off early next week.